Guys, my name is Fraser Sharp. Just call me Blade. So, this is programming with blades. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I did push that button, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. What are we doing at the moment? We are doing data. We are creating a spreadsheet, basically, really. Using just a few bits of Qt. So I left you with I copied up and placed in the thingy. This is what I've done to it. So load data. I've got a load started. I've got our Q file data source base data.dat. Hey, we can now read it. It's here. That's what I've got in it. Names, title, homepage. Yeah, that's all I've got in it. So, if the data is open Q file read only, then we set it up. We'll say file open, just as a debug for me. String, yeah. Yeah, string split, yeah. We're just making here, let's see, a QString list. So we're added that, and that means we have to add it up here. So there we go, QString list I've added as an include. On the data side, we make one because it's easy to split. We don't need to write our own split routines anymore. Qt does it for us. We can find out the number of rows and the number of columns very easily. Just debug that, make sure it's got it right, and then we go into our for loop. In our for loop, all we're doing is splitting the QString list. So we'll split that by the tabs. That gives us our columns. So that's there. Number of columns we already know from up here, and we actually know anyway because we set them up right up at the top in the constructor up here. So it's 1510. So we know that, and so we can check it obviously, which I've done. And if the column is equal to no data, forget it. So if the column has data, then we cell contents, we need a new cell contents. We set the cell contents to the text in that column, and then we set the item to the cell contents. Nothing strange going on there. It's the reverse of what we did up here, really. It's just a reverse of saving out. Really, we shouldn't do that. So yeah, it works, does it? I hope. Let's find out. I mean, it's a few modifications I've made, but let's have a look what it does, shall we? First of all. Click over to terminal, please. So now, when I press the load button, there you go, it tells me that's my Q debug. So file, rows, columns, check, and then it just checks to see what I'm putting in it. Well, that's all I've typed in. So yeah, you can save it and you can load it. That's amazing, isn't it? That's doing row column where I've only just put in, yeah, rows there. Okay, fine. So username, we don't have one. Avatar name, we don't have one. Avatar title, we don't have one. Homepage, we don't have one, so that's fine. That's good. Now what we need to do is set up our data. We can do that from here. Here we go. So I've done those ones. So let's do the next ones. This is where it starts getting interesting. I'm going to just do the stats next. They may as well just continue on from where they are. So physical. Oh, physical strength. Strength. I'm just going to call it strength. So that. Yeah, that'll do. Next. What do I want? Mental strength. Okay. This gets called so many different things in so many different role-playing games. Stuff we call it intelligence. Oops. Caps lock on. Intelligence. There we go. I think that's how you spell it. Intel. Yeah, looks about right. Soon find out. I can't spell this for the life of me. I can't type it either. No, just pop you up. Spell checker. Where are you? Come to Bladesy. Oh, where are you? Alright, that's not working for some reason. That one is. Interesting. There we go. Yeah, it is double L. Right, okay. Thank you. Now I've got loads of these open, haven't I? Yeah, that's fine. Ah, bless. So we're going to have strength, intelligence, dexterity. And health. And I'm going to put them all to 9. There we go. That means we can now get different things from that. Let's see what we can get. Let's have a look at sample character sheet. Page 4. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. Oh, right, just click on that. Page 4. Right, okay. So strength, it says fatigue. No. I'm not having it that way. It says page 29. Let's just make sure I'm not going to mess up this rule system. It's a damn good one. Alright, it's using fatigue on from strength. That's no good to me. Or is it? Yes, it is. Because it's non-lethal damage. I guess. At this point in time. Okay. Alright. Alright, fatigue. Are we going to use fatigue? Yes, we are. Okay. So we do have one here. Fatigue. I'll put that in there. Let's see. So let's add that to our thingy. Opposite strength. We have now got fatigue, and that equals, well, whatever it calculates to. We also have thrust and swing damage. Thrust and swing. There we go. Got those two. Hits taken. So that's current health, really. I'll just call this. I'll use it as hits taken for now, because it'll fit in. So there's no real harm. We have movement. Health plus dex. So we can put movement here, can't we? Base move. Okay. Right. Okay, we've got encumbrance, passive defense. Okay, I will put I'm going to put psi points in here against intelligence, because that's the same. That's the same as fatigue, but for mental things. Dexterity. We will need this table block here, but I'm not sure it actually goes on. It will go in here, but you would just have it as something like encumbrance. Passive defense is a single calculation, but I might need to split that. So what you would do is armor, defense. Yeah. Move that over slightly. Shield. Defense. And then you would have your passive there. There we go. And we'll just move that so I can see it. Right. This is starting to fill up a little bit better. Where's our code gone? Hit, no, don't care. Mental fatigue I put in. That's the same as magic points fatigue, yeah. Physical attack damage we've done. Hit points were done, that's health. We don't do hit points, do we? Just do hits taken. Hit points are your health. So that's a stat that is immovable. Oh, let's have a look. Anything else we can do here? We've got reaction modifiers. Okay. That's going to come out of somewhere else. Damage resistance, active defense. Ah, here we go. dodge, parry, block. We'll need those. So what will we have here? We can have a dodge, parry. Now this is interesting, whether we're going to have dodge, parry and block, whether we can have those as skills as not, because then it becomes a player controlled thing. Yeah, dodge equals move. Yeah, well, we can't put the figures in yet because we have to do a refresh to get those to work, and we'll be doing that next, as it were. Armor defense depends. Yeah, we might need total defense on this because there's other modifiers, so we may need more. I've left myself space. So far, right? I can start work with this. Yeah, right. What else have we got now? I don't think I want to be looking at this now because this is going to mess me up. Alrighty. Got to think about points system as well. Okay. Point system. Encumbrance limits movement speed. Yeah, we've covered that. Abilities. No, we haven't. So that's abilities. Skills. Might as well go across. Okay. Combat skills. These were separated off. And psi skills. We decided on. Okay. What else have we got here? Now we need equipment. So, yeah, equipment. What else do we need? Cash. We can carry cash on here, can't we? Cash, yeah. Yeah, cash. And then we can go for bank and storage. Bank. How many storages can we have? We can have as many as we want, really. Yeah, now to do that. Storage. Okay. Property. That's like houses and things. Properties. And we stopped at that point, didn't we? Yeah. That's not too bad. I think we need this a bit bigger though. By how much? quite a bit. Alright, let's just save that out for starters. There you go, it's all done. Exit. Let me just go back up into our designer, Qt creator. I just want to make my base window a bit bigger. Well, let's do that from here. Grab the bottom. No, don't grab the bottom. Width 800. Let's make that 1000. Height 600. Make that 1000. Right, that's better. Put our save button here. A load button there. Refresh button here. Exit button there. And grab hold of that corner. Let's make that corner bigger. That'll do for a second or two. Okay, looking good. And let's just retry that for a second or two. See if it comes up bigger. Yeah, that does. Close. Very close. So 1000 and Dewberry. Yeah, 1000 and Dewberry is what I need. Width. Ah, it went down by 19. So 1000 and 50. There we go. Save that. And run it. Oh, so close. So close, you nearly made it. So it's 1100. 100. And close, exit. Ah, damn it. Exit. It's not picking up. We need a Dewberry, a space, and a save. Just force it to rebuild. That's interesting. Oh, the outside window isn't big enough now. Alright, fair enough, load that up. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, I think I can work with that. As long as the initial 999's in, all the rest is calculated. As in a spreadsheet. Refresh doesn't do anything, does it? No. Okay. Right, I'm going to keep that open. And what's this? Go with you a second. Just going to keep that open to one side. I need to see up to 8, so that's fine. Yeah. Now, let's try and find out if we can... Oh, the only other modification I've done is I've removed something here. So at this point, I am going to pop this up onto GitHub and I'll show you how to get it. Okay. So load spreadsheet. No, I'll put load data. Load data complete. Tick. Send it up to GitHub. And put some kind of thing in there like that. Okay. So if you want to get hold of this, you will find it at... Here we go. Let's have a look. www.amberskies.org.uk. That's the easiest way to get through to it. GitHub code. And I'm on Amberskies Qt. You won't find it on the master because I'm in development at the moment. So look on the development and it's here. It's all here. So now if we have a look at data CPP, you'll see now that it's all got the code in. Got all the code in now. Okay, we're on to refresh data next. So that saves you a bit of typing. You can clean this up if you want, or make it more usable if you want. I'm not particularly bothered right now, to be honest. I don't think it's that useful for me. I'll keep this up. So, where should we go from here? We need to go into here on data CPP and have a look at this refresh. So let's have a look at this refresh. Right, the first thing I want to do is this here. But I want to do it carefully. I don't want a load of pointers knocking around. So on refresh, I need an if statement. Or wait a minute, we've got a close brace. Yeah, we've got braces. That's not the point. That should be a function. Because what we're going to be doing is creating a cell content. We're setting up a cell content and then just setting the item. We could just do a queue list again. Let's have a look at the things that we need to do. We need to do fatigue. Let's list them up. That's a better idea for starters. So I've got fatigue to do. We've got thrust to do. Thrust. We have swing. Actually, I'll pop that as damage. Yeah. And start doing me things properly. Right, so let's list up what we need. Next one is psi. Psionic points. Bit of D&D coming in there. That's an oldie. Hits taken. I can can already tell you what that is. We don't need that one. We already know what that is. That's a 0. Save. Yeah, that's okay. So we know that. Base move. Hits taken is part of the combat system. Base move. No, I'm not putting it in. I do want to put it in. I want everything. I want a full refresh. Yeah. I want everything that needs to be refreshed to be on the refresh list, because this is again something that we're going to be developing for the final program. This is not the final program. This is just a utility that I'm making for myself to be able to set it up so that we can start on the final program. But I want all of this to be done properly. So what's next? Base move. I mean, I could just type all the numbers in, but that's not the point to this. Encumbrance. What else do we have? Just slide that over so I can see it. Armor defense, slide that one over so I can see it. Yeah. Let's pop that down. Encumbrance, yeah. Armor defense. Could have made this easier on myself, couldn't I? Yeah. Shield defense. Passive defense. You'll see why I'm doing this the awkward way, so I don't have to think about it when I come to actually programming it in the main. I can just look at this. That's passive dodge. Parry block. Yeah, there's a lot of these. I mean, RPGs are complicated. Abilities. There we go. I won't be able to stream the abilities, will I? I'll be able to put them on GitHub once I've done them, but I'm going to have to create those. Same with skills. Mind you, creating of the skills can be done by the player. So can the abilities, but race abilities, we're going to have to start talking about races very, very soon. Otherwise, we can't do abilities. Okay. Skills. We decided to split combat skills off for very good reason, as you will see when we do the UI. And size skills, of course. Magic, or whatever you want to call it. Equipment. You'll be wondering, why have I got something like equipment and I've only got one space for it? Well, that's because equipment isn't going to be stored in this table. But you will need to know which table it's in. Cache. storage, because all of this is expandable, and that's why I'm storage and properties. So we're at the end now, so it's not that many. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. Now, I know what the fatigue score is. It's your strength. So it equals whatever's in there. Whatever's in your strength there, which is at 1.4. No, 4.1. So I have to read the value at 4.1. So read value at 4.1, place in four comma 3. Yeah, 4.3. You're wondering, why is that useful? It will be one day. So how do we do that? Well, we look at how we did this. So we did that equals this item, ij. And yeah, we'll keep you in as well. And yeah, so it's this part here. We'll just copy it for now. When you're copying stuff, you know damn well you've got functions there. Just copy that in. And I need an extra bracket now. Right, I am going to do this slightly weirdly. I'm actually going to put a bracket there. I want it to separate off. It isn't ij, it's 4.1. And then we want to place it in cell 4.1. We want to place it in can't do that. Okay. And this is why I need it all separating off. Oh, I did find it. It was Alt Shift. Yeah. Oh god. Come on, you damn thing. Thank you. Delete that. Okay, you've stopped working. Alt Shift. Delete that. Thank you. If cell equals a null pointer, just skip. Because it won't work. Now we need this. And that writes over that. And it isn't IJ, it's 43. And cell contents doesn't equal set text to that. Can I do a set data? No, that's a Q variant. The reason I want these two brackets like this is because I wanted that bracket, that cell to die. That cell dies at that bracket. I don't want that dangling around, or else I'm going to have to make millions of them and change the code. Set text. We'll have to work out something better for this. What can we have? We can have data. So set flags font foreground icon selected. Might do it. It's Q variant, yeah. And that cell is a Qtable widget item. Can I just do a Q variant here? And if I put in here 0, cell contents, is that workable? That's the pointer and it wants the address. What's wrong with that? Qvariant has no member set data. Oh, dumbass. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm doing it the wrong way around. That's right. I'd have to have that as a Q variant. Is that possible? Table widget. Okay. What I'm going to need to do here is get a Qtable widgets item. Let's see. Qtable widgets item. Sorry, I'm looking at this in small writing, aren't I? Cells. What are we using here? Item. No, we're not. We're using this item. Damn. And that comes in here. It's there. And they all reply with Qt table widget items. Yeah, they do. That's fine. So when I want to set the current, set item, Qt table widget item. Dereference. Equals dereference cell. So the contents of that equals the contents of that. Or a copy of that. Without copying the address. Is that valid? I'm not sure that that's valid. Could be. Alright, we're still running, aren't we? That is saved out, isn't it? Yeah. There we go, exit. So load, refresh. Yep, it works. Just put a 9 in there from strength. So that's how it's going to be done, is it? Oh god, this is going to get confusing. Wow. We've made a spreadsheet. So from 999, we should be able to refresh, and it'll just calculate the rest. Ooh, that could be interesting. Thrust damage is a table. How much information do I really need to hold on this? Not much, really. Not at this stage, anyway. So we can do it simplistically. But this one has to be done in this fashion. Right, so first of all, we have to... Oh, we've not got it running. No, we haven't. Thank you, load. I didn't save the fatigue thing out because I want to check that it's working. You know, going through properly. Right, how's this going to work? Read value from 4.1. So this is going to be read value to int at 4, 1. Table result to 4, 3? No, 4, 5. That's what I want to do. Alrighty, let's try it. So again, I want to put those brackets in to make sure that we don't mess up. So let's get 4, 1 again. See, I can reuse this line now. This is going to turn into a couple of functions. I can see that happening already. Okay, so we have the value in there, but it's stored as text. Or no, it isn't. It's stored as a Q variant. So we've got cell text. So what I want is int this is going to be strength equals cell just what yeah, I'm debating this. Yeah, cell to text. Yeah, that's a Q string, so that's good. Dot to. Oh, we have uints. No, we use 2int. There we go. Now we can use that strength in a table. So if I'm not actually going to do that, if strength is equal to 9, then Q string what are we doing here? We are doing thrust, aren't we? Thrust equals whatever, I don't know. Oops, that's the wrong one. Here we go. What does thrust equal? Down in our combat scores somewhere. No, that's points values. We've got to work out that later. I don't really want to work out points values of this. I already know what they usually are. So I can guesstimate. There we go. Thrust value for 9 is 1d minus 2. That's that. So we've got our string. So now we can do Qtable, blah 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 blah. We can do that bit again. So if thrust, oh, T, I put a capital on it. Sorry, done it again, haven't I? Capitals get rid of. These are variables. That's better. If thrust is not equal to b, semicolon. Oh. You're quite right. You're not supposed to do it that way. Q string thrust equals blah blah. There you go, that's a better way of doing it. Set your variables up properly. So now we know that the thrust doesn't equal that, we can put in this lot here. I want you to copy. So we make our cell contents. It's not columns, it's thrust. And it's set item 45. Yes, we are making a spreadsheet, folks. And let's see if that'll work. Might do. So here's a blank table. We can load our data and we can refresh. We now have fatigue 9, thrust 1d minus 2. Oh my god, are we getting good at this? Okay, so this is a bit rigged. Slightly rigged to work, but it proves the concept that this is the way that we can do it. The swing damage is exactly the same. It's just slightly different. So we can now copy this. And place it in swing damage. And instead of using thrust, well, you can still use thrust, but no, we'll use swing just to tidy it up. And we don't know what swing's going to equal yet, do we? Yes, we do. 1d minus 1. There we go. Done. And yes, check. Even though it looks as though it's going to be simplistic and it's going to work, always check that it's doing what you expect it to do. Load a refresh, and it's not done. We haven't placed it to the right place. Okay, excellent. Where are we supposed to be placing it to? Oops. Load. Swing is supposed to be placed in 4-7. That's better. Exit. Run. Now you know why I check. Load, refresh, we get the values. Yes, we do. Those are working. Sci points is exactly the same. Oh, Muppet. Go on, you purr at the microphone. Good boy. It's this one. I'm just wondering how many more cuts and copies I'm going to do before I start writing functions for this. No, I'll do cut copies. I'm not bothered. I'm not proud. Ah, that was an interesting one. So cell is at next one down, 5, and that's at 5, and that's it. Yep. Run that. Load a refresh, and we get psi points. Next up is hits taken. Okay, this is easier. We know how many hits have been taken, so it's a Q string. Q string H hits taken equals 0. That makes it easier, because all we need is that. New cell contents, that becomes hits taken. And the job's a good one. As long as we put it in the right place, which is at there. So that is going to be 7, 3. There we go. And that gets destroyed at that bracket. Good. Base move. What is base move equal to? It's equal to health and dex divided by 3, isn't it? Oh, divided by 4. Health plus dex divided by 4. H health plus dex divided by 4. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? 9 plus 9 is, yeah. No, I don't want that one. Let's do this one. Type search, calculator. Cache. No. Utilities, any? Oh, box. There we go. That'll do. 9 plus 9 divided by 4. No. All cancel. 9 plus 9 equals 18. Now divide that by 4. 4.5. That's high. Sugar. I was hoping for 3. 4.5. Now, what I want to do is not just stick this in. All right, let's try it. Let's just go waddle our way through this. So it's a float. Float. Move. All right. We need to pull out the numbers like we did up here. So we're going to need 2 of these, aren't we? Alright, we're going to need 2 of these. Whoops. Thank you for that. Oh, get rid of you, please. Ah, right, got something cobbling us. Alright, there you go. Need 2 of them. So I need cell 1 and cell 1, cell 2, cell 2. We are going to go for health and dexterity. So one's going to be health. And that one's going to be dexterity. That's okay. Now we just need our positions. This isn't actually too hard to do. So health is 7-0. No, 7-1. Yeah, 7-1. You're at 7. And dexterity is at 6-1. Yeah, that's right. And I've put them both as ints, haven't I? Can't. We'll have to have floats. Well, we can, but why be awkward? Float, please. Yeah, thanks. Keep the same types all the way through. Oh, not my pet. Alright. So, what we got now? Move. Equals Health divide plus dexterity, and we'll just divide that by 4, semicolon. So there's your doobry. Now all we've got to do is place that in the correct place. So we need to set an item up. Set an item up. We want something like this here. That one there. So I'll copy you. Something like, anyway. Cell contents, yeah. Cell contents equals base move. And QString base move equals move MOVE dot no damn it. Oh, nothing. QString, how do you get your floats from float? That's a nuisance. So float to a QString. I can't remember. Oh, Sappy's here. Sorry, I didn't spot you, mate, and I haven't even got timestamps set on there, so I don't even know when you said it. Do apologise, I've been concentrating a bit too much here, I think. I need a break. Yes, I do, actually. I've been up an hour, haven't I? I've just concentrated straight through an hour. That's bad for me. My apologies. Seppi's here. That's good to hear. I like it when you turn up. Things usually go right for me. Except for this one thing which I can't remember for the life of me. And I know the answer. BAS move dot from no, from I want froms. Oh, come on. To float, but not from float. What? Oh, God. Oh, God, I've forgotten how to do it. It's easy. It did the conversion for me. Static cast. Q string. This isn't going to work very well, is it? It cannot cast. We've got Q chars. Feck. U short. No. These are all Q chars. Anybody any ideas? None whatsoever. My brain's dead. How to convert a float to Q string. Q string number. Q string : so it's actually in the Q string. Alrighty, fair enough. That'll do me. Oh, Seppi, forgot to ask. You do know this is all on GitHub now, so you don't need to type it. I thought I'd save you guys a lot of typing. So what I'm thinking then is equals Q string : Let's see what we've got down there. Data. Null number. There's a number function there. How does that work? A Q long int base 10 equals, yeah, okay. So it's just number. Int base 10. Yeah, understand. So I should just be able to put move in there. And that should do it. Well, I wouldn't have guessed that straight off, put it that way. I wonder if it'll come up with 4.5 or not. Alright, where's base move going to be put in? Ah, here we go. It's here. Found base move. Base move is here. So I want it in 7, 5. That should do it. Wow. Save. Run. But this is giving me now all the basic code that I'm going to be needing to do the final functions for this. So load, refresh. Base movie 11.25. That's exactly what I thought it was going to give me, because it does the division first. Exit. Use brackets is the answer. And the same goes for this part here. Use brackets. Okay, I did shut it down, didn't I? Yeah, good. And now it should come up with the right number. Ta-da! Load, refresh. 4.5 has gone in the place where I wanted it to. My God, we've already got half of this done. But also, I want you to start thinking about this and my copies. Copy repeats. And this Qt widget item being repeated over and over again, and I'm using extra brackets every time. That means really this should be a function of some kind. All we're really doing in parts is placing information in. So really we could take that as a straight function and just tell it what the Q string is and the location, and that function then could be taken out of here and just written as one line, and that would actually be a good function. So it would be string content, set string content. I think I want to look at that before I continue doing this, because this is actually starting to look very good. I know we've got this table thing here. Like we've got a table here, table result. But it's still using those same 3 lines. Similar lines, similar lines, similar lines, similar lines, similar lines. So all of these similar lines I need to look at and say, whoa, we can do something with this. My God, I'll be up to 200. 200 lines of text. Because this is getting too high. And once we do it, we can also use it in here. And possibly something in here as well. This can all be reduced. I mean, as it's a good basic. This is another good basic function, but this can be reduced. Obviously, I've still got taken out bits in it. This is remarkable. Alright, this hits taken thing can be used quite a few times now. You see, this here is now the answer for the rest, basically. This is literally all we're going to be doing for the rest of them. So this is encumbrance, isn't it? Encumbrance equals 0, copy, taken, 0, and it's just where we're going to put it. Oh, that was stupid of me. I didn't keep it running. Oh, it doesn't matter, save. It's irrelevant, I only want to load it up. So this is encumbrance, which is cell 8, 1. Yeah. And that just puts a 0 in there. Armor defense. Oh. Okay. This is armor defense. And then we get armor defense goes in at 8-3. Shield defense. Oh, get lost. And that goes in at 8-5. Passive defense. Goes in at, that's PD. And that goes in at 7. Right, let's try that lot out. And see if I've made a mess of it. Load, refresh. Yeah, passive defense has worked. Armor defense has worked, yeah. Can't see any problems here. Fantastic. Dodge calculation. Dodge is calculated. Equals move. That's going to be easy then. Dodge of 4.5. I might be taking statistical dodge out of this system, making it a player can double tap a key for a dodge instead. Yeah, because that dodge system's awful. But it's take it out of this cell, put it in this cell type of thing, isn't it? So it's this one. It's the top one. For dodge. So it's sell, take the item from move. Can we just have that up, please? Take it from move, which is somewhere up here. Base move, there we go. So we want 7, 5. 7, 5. I mean, I'm going to have to go through all of this and clean it all up before I post it, I think. Is cell equals null? Yeah. Not equal to null pointer. Contents equals blah 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 blah. Contents transfer, and we're putting them in dodge, which is 9, 1. Transfer that cell to that cell. And I'll load a refresh. Yep, dodge is now 4.5. Anybody would think I'm getting good at this. Okay. Take a copy of you. For you. Parry. Parry. And parry is at 9, 3. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, block. That's block. Block. And where we're putting block, the next two on it, 7, 8, 9. Doesn't sound right. Why doesn't that sound right? It's 5. Don't be daft. Look up the page, not at what I copied. Dumbo. Abilities. I can tell you that it's going to be the same because I don't know what they're going to be yet. And abilities are on 10 or 1. So that's abilities. Abilities. There we go. Skills, same problem. Don't know what it's going to be. Haven't decided yet. That's gonna be a table pointer, to be quite honest with you. So it'll be table whatever will be in there. So this is going to be skills. Skills. And that's going in at 10.4, which is wrong, 10.3. There we go, that's you done. Flying through it now. Unfortunately, programming is all about repetition, and I'm doing it this way on purpose to show you how not to do it, really. This is not how you program. How you program is by condensing all of this into functions. This is the wrong way to do it. We are going to have to go into functionality soon, but this is just going to be a very, very quick and nasty setup data thingy at the end of the day. That's what I'm going to be using it for, and the main program will then need functions derived from this bundle of rubbish, and that's where I'll be putting the proper functions. This one is going to be combat skills, isn't it? So I'm really programming by longhand, which makes no sense really at all, but I enjoy myself, so I don't care. And I know it's going to work if I do it by longhand. and not have to sit down and think. I can do that in my own time. That can go in at 10.5. It's alright. Up it. Go on. Size skills is, yeah, next one along. So that's 10.7. And that's psi. There's no need for me to alter any of these variables. The only reason why I'm altering the variables is I'm intentionally doing it in longhand, so that I don't lose track of myself. Equipment's going to be the same. In fact, virtually all of these are going to be the same, to be honest with you. So this is equipment. There we go. And equipment is 11. Wow. Wow. You might notice I haven't used all of this area here. Why am I going to keep it? Because I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I've got a feeling that I want to actually put tables and things in here to make it easier. Muppet, thank you. Stop sneezing, or go outside and sneeze on something else. These computers, you're not supposed to sneeze all over computers. Ah, when am I going to teach this cat about electronics? Just don't do it. Let's pop in cash. We're not giving ourselves any money, are we? No, why would we bother doing that? Cash. And that's going to be at 11.3. Bank is going to, again, these are all going to be external. Actually, they might not be external lists. They might actually all become part of this spreadsheet, all of this. So I can't see a problem with it. We could limit the number of skills you can have to intelligence times 2, for instance, or intelligence times 3. We could limit the size of all of these lists. So the highest you could have is like 41 if you times them by 2. That could be interesting. That's an interesting idea, to be quite honest with you. Let's give this a test. Make sure I'm getting everything right so far. So I'm just chucking things in, aren't I? I'm not exactly looking at what I'm doing. So if I load and refresh, wow, it's populating nicely. Just a few more to go. Storage. Did bank go in? No, bank didn't go in. Alright, that's why. It's at 11.5. That's why. Told you I'd make a mistake somewhere. There we go. It's not looking bad, this. 2 left. Let's just have a look what I've got up here. Yeah, storage and properties. That worked out easier than I expected. Don't spell it like that, do you? Storage. Storage is at 11. Yeah, 11.7, that's right. And the last one is properties. Now you know I didn't call these properties, because you can do. And that is at 12.1. Alright, this needs cleaning up like nobody else's business, but here we go. Final version. Well, final version to date. Because we're finished. This program is now finished. It only has to be able to do load. We need to be able to save out in case we decide to change anything. We can refresh, we can even save it as that and use that data. So I'm going to save that data now because I'm not coming back to it. This is finished, done. That's the data that I wanted. So this program, as far as I'm concerned, is done. It's not done correctly. Well, that's on purpose. It's to give you something to do, something to think about, how to devolve something into functions. You can do if you want, but I will be doing that anyway. But all of this can now be rewritten into functions and done properly so they're usable. And that I shall do as we use the data within our main program. So we will be swapping this over to a new program now. You're finished. Bye. The only thing I actually wanted out of the whole program was one, the code, so that I know what the code is when I come to design it later. But mainly, I wanted that. That's my data. That's my character data. There's a lot of zeros in there still. But if we decide to ignore everything after line 8 and that dodge thing, then we have a full system, a full combat system already designed for us. Dodge parry block really should have gone up there, but it doesn't matter. Dodge parry block really, not sure. I need combat skills here anyway. So now we can design off this and we can start adding more, and we can use our little user data thingy to either extend, yeah, this goes all the way up to 50. We can extend this spreadsheet to include more, or start parceling off parts of the spreadsheet as tables for other things, which is why I'm using a spreadsheet idea. And yeah, it's going to be quite easy to set up. But this needs now sorting out, really. Okay. So, base spreadsheet configured. There you go. Full stop. Alright, let's pop that up for you to have a look at. It's there as of now. There it goes. So if you want to have a look through this and develop your own functions out of it, please go ahead. I mean, feel free. But this is how you can create yourself a spreadsheet very easily using Qt. And when it boils down to it, this is going to be so few lines. I mean, at the moment, what have we got? It's going to be less than 100 lines, this. We've got 329. Way too many. It's going to be less than 100, it's got to be. Yeah, we're up to 100 at this point. No, needs shortening. So, how long have we got? Oh, it was a 1 hour 45 and we're done. So in the next episode, I'm guessing we're going to be setting up a game loop. Really, that's where we're up to, isn't it? We've now got the data. We need the game loop. Load the data into a game. Right, I'm going to go and look up game loops then. That'll give me something to do for the rest of the day. I've got tons of stuff on game loops, haven't I? In fact, I've got a few designed. I think we'll probably use one that I've designed already. I remember one from Qt that was actually rather good and easy to use. Yeah, okay. I'll go and think about that. But in the meantime, I'm thankful that you've dropped by. Instead of me advertising for donations and stuff, I'm just going to ask viewers, do what viewers do. I mean, you are all Twitch and YouTube followers or watchers. You know the script, but do I need support for all of this? Yes, heavily now. This year is the last year of finance. After this year, I've got none left. And I will have to work by myself in private as a hobby type of thing. So yeah, if we could get some finance together, that would be brilliant, because I do want to finish this. We've got a year. It's going to go quite a long way down the Qt line in a year, because we've got Qt 3D and all the stuff for three-dimensional programming. So slotting that in is not going to be too bad. So we need a decent game loop now. That's the next stage. Data into game loop, and then we need to see what extra data we need as we expand the game. So we can get a basic game up and running off that data. Yes, we can. I think that's enough. We've got all the rules. Just look up GURPS Lite 2003 download. This is free, so I'm allowed to use it. It does have a copyright notice on it for 2003, but I think that's run out now. Tough. I think it has. Does it have a copyright notice on here? I haven't seen one. No, no copyright at the beginning. No copyright at the end. Oh, there's your tech levels. Blah 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 blah. That GURPS Lite and a net connection. You could play for the rest of your life without ever spending a penny. But we hope that you would like the system enough to occasionally buy a book. Okay, that's fine, yeah. Oh, right. Hats off then to sjgames.com for providing us with this free. And there is an online magazine called Pyramid. I don't know if that still goes now. But there are over 50 different GURPS books that I know of. And I've only memorised about 10. So we'll have to go with what I've memorised, unfortunately, and we'll look up the rest as we need it. Or create. I know how to create the rest anyway. I know how to create the 10 that I already know. So we're not going to be too bad. We're using the freebies. That's okay then. We're not going to get stuck for ideas there. Wow. Yo. We win. In the meantime, do what viewers do. Take care and have fun.